Ready to dive into the world of black seed oil? We've got a stack of research on this stuff, and some of the claims are wild boosting immunity, giving you amazing skin, even weight loss.
Yeah, it's definitely got people talking. But like anything that seems too good to be true,
Yeah.
we've got to look past the hype and see what the science actually says.
Right. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Gotta admit, I always thought this was just a trendy ingredient you'd see in fancy skin creams, not something people have been using, like, medicinally for centuries.
It's got a long history.
So where do we even start with this stuff?
Well, everyone loves talking about immunity these days, so
Who doesn't want a boost, right?
exactly. And black seed oil, the research suggests it doesn't just boost your immune system generally, but it targets specific areas.
Oh, okay, now that's interesting. So it's like targeted immune support. What areas are we talking about here?
Studies show potential for the lungs, the digestive system, even your skin. So helping those areas stay healthy and fight off infections.
I have heard about it being good for skin. We've got to talk about that. But first, back up, how does this even work? What makes black seed oil so powerful for immunity?
It's all about a compound called thymoquinone. It's abundant in black seed oil, and studies show it can actually enhance the production of white blood cells.
Those are the front line of your immune system, right?
Exactly, your body's defense system.
So black seed oil is like sending in reinforcements for your immune system.
Precisely. And because it's working at the cellular level, it's not just a general boost. You see those targeted benefits to specific areas like we were talking about.
Okay, now I'm starting to see why people are excited about this stuff. And speaking of exciting, let's talk about those skin benefits. Our research says black seed oil is packed with antioxidants.
Right, and antioxidants are key for healthy, youthful skin.
Everyone wants that.
Absolutely. They protect your cells from damage, the kind of damage that leads to wrinkles and premature aging.
Okay, but it's not just about anti-aging, is it? There were other skin benefits mentioned in the research too, right?
Absolutely. Black seed oil is also a powerful anti-inflammatory. So it can help soothe irritation, which makes it a potential natural remedy for things like acne, eczema, those kinds of skin conditions.
No, that's something I think a lot of people can relate to. I know I'm always on the lookout for natural ways to deal with stubborn skin issues.
Of course. And while the research is promising, we do need more studies to say for sure how well it works and how best to use it for specific conditions.
Always good to do your research. Okay, so we've covered immunity, we've covered glowing skin, but our research also linked black seed oil to weight loss.
Interesting.
And that's where I get a little skeptical. What's the deal with that,
I hear you weight loss claims can be a bit tricky,
to say the least?
but this is where things get interesting. The research suggests a couple of ways black seed oil might actually help you lose weight.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, it appears to boost metabolism. That means your body burns calories more efficiently.
Ah, so you're converting food to energy instead of storing it as fat.
Exactly. Second, some studies suggest it can actually help curb your appetite. Black seed oil contains compounds that promote feelings of fullness.
Okay, so you're less likely to overeat or snack constantly?
Precisely. But, and this is important, the research really emphasizes that black seed oil works best if you're pairing it with a balanced diet and regular exercise.
Right. It's not a magic bullet.
Exactly. It's about a holistic approach to a healthier lifestyle.
Love that. Now, I do want to ask about another area where the research says black seed oil shines, and that's digestive health.
Yeah, gut health is so important.
It really is. So tell me, what's the deal with black seed oil and digestion?
Well, it's shown potential in addressing a bunch of digestive problems, from bloating and stomach pain to even constipation.
Wait, seriously, all of that from this one little seed? That's a lot to tackle. What's the magic ingredient?
It's actually a combination of things. Remember thymoquinone, that powerhouse we talked about?
Of course.
Yeah,
The immune-boosting superstar.
that's the one. It turns out it's a potent anti-inflammatory, which is huge for gut health. And then there's another compound, something called alone, which plays a key role too.
Hold on, alone. I've never even heard of that. What is it?
So alone is known for its antihistamine properties.
Wait a minute, you mean like allergy medicine? What does that have to do with digestion?
Great question. So while histines are definitely released during allergic reactions, they also actually play a role in regulating your gut function. And when those levels are off, it can lead to all sorts of digestive issues like bloating and discomfort.
Wow, the things you learn. So alone in black seed oil is like a natural antihistamine for your gut.
That's a great way to put it. It essentially helps to block those histamines, reducing inflammation and soothing the digestive tract.
This is incredible. I'm learning so much today. But before we get too carried away with all the amazing potential here, always a good idea to remind everyone to check in with their doctor before making big changes, right?
Always. Black seed oil is generally safe, but it's essential to be cautious, especially if you have any health conditions or take medication.
Couldn't agree more. Better safe than sorry. Well, we have covered a lot of ground already. Immunity, skin health, weight loss, and digestion, all with black seed oil. This tiny seed is like a multitasker.
It is pretty impressive.
But we are not done yet. Up next, we're going to explore how it affects inflammation, respiratory health, even heart health. Don't go anywhere. It's kind of amazing, right? Like this tiny little seed could have such a big impact on our bodies.
It really is. And speaking of powerful things, we've got to talk about inflammation. It's everywhere these days, and our research suggests black seed oil could be a real help in managing it.
You know, you're right. It seems like inflammation is linked to everything these days. What's the deal with that? Why is it so important to manage inflammation?
Well, inflammation is actually a natural process. It's your body's way of healing, of fighting off anything that doesn't belong.
Okay, so it's a good thing.
Right. But when it becomes chronic, it's like your body's defense system is stuck on high alert. And that's when it can start causing problems, damaging your tissues and organs.
So it's like a good thing that can turn bad.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So where does black seed oil come in?
Remember thymoquinone, our overachieving friend?
Of course.
Well, turns out it's not just an immune booster, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory as well. It actually targets specific pathways in the body that control inflammation, helping to get it under control.
So it's not just masking the problem, it's like addressing the root cause.
Exactly.
I'm seeing why people are so into this stuff. What about the actual research, though? Are there any promising findings?
Oh, absolutely. There's some really exciting research happening. For example, there are studies looking at black seed oil for people with arthritis.
Arthritis, that's all about inflammation.
Exactly. Painful joint inflammation. And the studies suggest that black seed oil could help reduce that pain and stiffness. It could be a natural way to manage the condition.
Wow, that would be huge for so many people.
Right. And the exciting thing is, this anti-inflammatory effect isn't limited to just arthritis. Because inflammation is a factor in so many chronic diseases, black seed oil could have far-reaching benefits.
That's amazing. Okay, switching gears a bit, because something else came up in the research that really surprised me. Black seed oil might help with respiratory health.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? You wouldn't think it would have anything to do with breathing, but apparently it could actually help you breathe easier.
It's true. And again, it comes down to those incredible compounds in black seed oil. They can actually relax the muscles in your airways, the bronchial muscles.
So it's like a natural bronchodilator?
You could say that.
Wow. So who would benefit from that the most?
People with asthma, for example, their airways become inflamed and constricted, making it hard to breathe. Black seed oil could really help with that.
It's like it's giving your airways some breathing room.
A great way to put it.
Okay, that makes total sense. What about allergies, though? Anything there?
There might be. Remember, black seed oil has those antihistamine properties, so it could potentially help with allergy symptoms as well.
Wait a minute, you're saying this could be like a natural antihistamine, no more sniffles and sneezes.
It's possible. It seems like black seed oil could provide some relief from those allergy symptoms, especially the ones affecting your respiratory system.
Okay, you've officially blown my mind. This tiny seed can do so much, but we haven't even talked about the big one yet, heart health. That's something everyone's got to pay attention to.
Absolutely. And the good news is there's reason to believe black seed oil is beneficial for your heart, too. For one thing, it's a great source of healthy fats, specifically omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids.
Those are the good fats we always hear about, right?
Those are the ones. And they're essential. But our bodies can't make them. We have to get them from our diet.
Okay, so we need to eat them.
Yes. And when it comes to heart health, omega-3s and omega-6s are key for keeping your cholesterol levels in check, reducing inflammation.
Again with the inflammation.
It's everywhere. But really, these healthy fats are crucial for overall heart function.
So adding black seed oil to your diet is like a direct hit of those heart-healthy fats.
Exactly. But there's even more to this story. Don't forget about those anti-inflammatory properties we keep talking about.
I've lost count at this point.
Right. Well, they're important for heart health, too. When you reduce inflammation in your body, you can help lower blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease.
Wow, it all ties together.
It does. And then, on top of all that, you've got the antioxidant properties of black seed oil. They protect your cells from damage caused by oxidative stress, which is another thing that can contribute to heart disease.
Okay, so we're talking healthy fats, less inflammation, and antioxidant protection.
That's right, a triple threat against heart disease, and it all comes from this one tiny seed.
You've convinced me. I'm sold. I need to add this to my routine. But how do you even use it? So how do I get my hands on this wonder seed? What are my options?
Well, you can find black seed oil in a few different forms. There's the oil itself, of course, but also capsules and even topical creams.
Okay, so many choices. Where do you even start? Like, if I want all those benefits we've been talking about, what's the best way to use black seed oil?
For most people, taking it internally is a good bet. You can swallow the oil straight or take it in capsule form.
Oh, interesting. So there's like a straight up oil option.
Yeah,
Got
if
it.
you're going that route, I'd recommend starting with maybe a teaspoon or two a day. See how your body reacts, and then you can increase it gradually.
Start slow. Got it.
Why
And the
not?
capsules, those are just as good.
Yeah, capsules are great, especially if you don't love the taste of the oil, which, fair warning, some people don't.
I can imagine.
Capsules give you a pre-measured dose, which is convenient.
Easy peasy.
Exactly. Just make sure you find a reputable brand and check those dosage instructions.
Right. Always good advice with any supplement. Now, you also mentioned topical creams. What's the deal with those?
Ah, right. So you can apply black seed oil directly to your skin to target specific issues. There are creams, lotions, even pure oil that you can use topically. This is going to be especially helpful if you're dealing with something like acne, eczema, or just dry skin in general.
So for those skin benefits we talked about earlier, topical might be the way to go.
Exactly. It really depends on your individual needs and preferences.
I love that. Options. But before we wrap this up, got to get my little disclaimer in there. Always good to talk to your doctor before adding a new supplement to your routine. Right?
Absolutely. They can help you figure out if it's right for you, make sure there are no interactions with other medications, all of that.
Safety first. Well, this has been quite the deep dive. We have covered so much ground: immunity, inflammation, heart health, skin. Black seed oil really does seem like it has something to offer everyone.
It's a pretty incredible little seed.
That's for sure.
Uh,
So as we wrap things up, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember about black seed oil? The big takeaway.
I think the most important thing to remember is that while black seed oil shows a lot of promise, it's not a magic solution on its own. It's most effective when it's part of a holistic approach to health.
Mm.
That means eating a balanced diet, getting exercise, managing stress. All of those things work together.
It's about taking care of your whole self.
Precisely. And now you got the knowledge, you know what black seed oil is capable of. But don't stop learning here. Keep researching, keep asking questions, and keep those conversations going with your healthcare providers.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into the world of black seed oil. It's been fascinating. And to our listeners, we will see you next time for another exciting exploration of natural remedies and their potential to help us live healthy